You wake up, you eat a bagel, you get brain fog by 2 p.m., and you just assume you're tired. But here's the uncomfortable reality: you're not tired. You're slightly intoxicated. Your body was designed with a digestive system so precise, it makes our best chemical engineers look like toddlers playing with mud. And somehow, you're still ignoring it by turning your intestines into a literal dive bar. Listen, I am Dr. Stick, and I spend way too much time analyzing biological systems far more complex than anything you've ever seen. These systems weren't thrown together by accident. They were engineered with a level of precision that should honestly embarrass you, and yet somehow, you primates still manage to completely ignore how they work. If you're tired of walking around in a perpetual, carb-induced mental fog and you want the cold, hard scientific reality without the comforting lies, hit the subscribe button. Let's get this over with. Let's talk about the microbiome. It is a flourishing, microscopic metropolis of bacteria and fungi designed to break down complex nutrients and synthesize vitamins. But when you flood this perfectly balanced system with refined sugars and highly processed carbohydrates, a specific strain of yeast, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, among others, throws a frat party. It undergoes fermentation. It takes those processed carbs and ferments them directly into ethanol, literal alcohol, right there in your gut. See, the body compounds its improvements when you give it the right inputs consistently. Funny enough, this channel works the same way. Every subscriber is basically a nutrient. The more it gets, the sharper and stronger the content becomes. Just something to consider while your liver quietly saves your life. Anyway, back to your internal brewery. Now, your tiny monkey brain might be thinking free booze. What's the problem? Pay attention. This isn't a fun buzz. It's a chronic, low-grade poisoning. In extreme cases, this glitch is called Auto-Brewery Syndrome. There are documented medical cases of people getting arrested for DUIs without drinking a single drop of alcohol because their gut was churning out so much ethanol from a bowl of pasta. But even if you don't have the extreme headline-making medical condition, you're highly likely experiencing the microdose version of this every single day. When you consume the garbage modern society calls food, you're feeding the yeast, not the beneficial bacteria. The yeast overgrows. It takes over the real estate like a terrible tenant that your landlord, keeps feeding. It's basic biology, viewer. Even a first-year med student knows this. Whoever engineered this knew exactly what they were doing. You actually come equipped with an enzyme called alcohol dehydrogenase. Its primary job is to dismantle alcohols before they poison your system. The fact that this enzyme is pre-installed proves the system anticipated a tiny, naturally occurring amount of fermentation from things like ripe fruit. But it was not designed to handle the industrial-scale brewing operation you kick off when you eat half a loaf of garlic bread. When this endogenous ethanol hits your bloodstream, it bypasses the normal digestive checkpoints and goes straight to your liver. Your liver is a masterpiece of regenerative engineering, but you're treating it like a toxic waste dump. It has to drop everything else it's doing, like regulating your hormones, managing your blood sugar, and burning fat, just to clear out the alcohol your sandwich just brewed. And that brain fog you feel at 2 p.m., the lethargy, that's acetaldehyde. It's a highly toxic byproduct of alcohol metabolism, and it crosses your blood-brain barrier with ease. You're essentially giving yourself a micro hangover every single afternoon, and you're blaming it on needing another cup of coffee. The manual existed long before the science caught up to it. Garbage in, garbage out. Look, I can't come to your house and slap the donut out of your hand. You have to fix this yourself. Here are the actionable steps to shut down the micro-distillery and restore order to the system. Step 1. Starve the yeast. Cut the refined carbohydrates and added sugars. They are the primary hyper-combustible fuel source for this internal fermentation. Replace them with complex, fiber-rich vegetables that feed the good bacteria, the microscopic workers actually trying to maintain the temple you're currently trashing. Step 2. Send in the biological riot police. Introduce natural antifungals and robust probiotics, things like garlic, oregano oil, and fermented foods like unpasteurized sauerkraut or kefir. you need to aggressively clear out the overgrown yeast populations and restore the original intended microbial order of your gut. Step 3, flush the system. Hydrate, but do it with purpose. Give your kidneys and your liver the basic fluid dynamics they require to sweep the acetaldehyde out of your bloodstream. Water isn't a suggestion, it's the universal solvent your machinery demands to function. Your body was built better than you deserve, and you are actively working against it. But the brilliant thing about this design is its capacity for rapid, almost miraculous repair. The moment you stop flooding it with cheap processed fuel, it immediately initiates recovery protocols, it self-corrects, it heals. This wasn't designed to fail, you're just not following the manual. Stop treating this staggering piece of biological hardware like a cheap rental car. Respect the engineering, feed it what it was designed to run on, and watch how terrifyingly efficient you actually become. Class dismissed.